We have a fellow here tonight who is, his success came a little later in life than may have anticipated. He was the first runner-up of the 3rd season of BET's Sunday's Best. Yes, he's very good. And he earned a recording contract with Matthew Knowles, who just happens to be Beyonce's dad. That alone makes you want to say, holy, holy, holy. And he was a creator and former member of a Cosmopolitan Gospel Singers, formed the Savette's Choral Group with his wife Ruth, sang in the Brockington Ensemble and the Victory Choral Unit. He's done everything because this man's had time to do everything. He's 81 years old. And he is by far the sharpest dresser of the whole night. Would you please welcome Elder Goldwire McClendon. How you doing, my brother? Have a seat. Okay, so you're not supposed to be like winning contests and things at this stage of the game. Shouldn't you just be relaxing and puffing on a pipe or reading your Bible or something? But you're out there singing.
I take the reading the Bible.
Singing with all with the young folks, and how did this happen? I mean, you have a history in music. I've read part of this. When did you first start singing?
When I was 9 years old. I was raised in the Church of God in Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay.
And the YPHA, they always had their Bible study, just like Sunday school, and they had a program that evening, and they asked you, would you do something? I said, well, I'll sing. I've been singing ever since.
So, when you showed up at this competition, you showed up with like 70 years of practice.
Yeah, that's about right.
So it was unfair for everybody else.
Oh my goodness.
You came in as the pro, okay?
As a pro.
So you've been around for a while.
Yes, 81 years.
Okay, so I mean, you go back. I mean, back past the '60s and
yes,
Martin Luther King and
yes.
Kennedy. You remember Kennedy was?
And President Roosevelt.
And President Roosevelt. I mean, you go back and
yes.
And the Depression. You were around during the Depression.
Well, I was just
little boy,
little fellow then. I didn't know much about that.
What about the Titanic? Were you there when the So you've had a chance to hear gospel music in all its forms.
Yeah.
From the beginning.
From the beginning. You ever heard of Rosetta Tharpe?
Yes, I have. Have you all ever heard of Rosetta Tharpe?
I remember her, I was a kid when she was singing with her guitar.
Really?
Oh, that woman could sing.
Now, when you was coming up, who did you want to sound like? Who was your kind of musical icons to you, like that you wanted to sound like? Who you used to try to be like?
That's awesome. I tried to be like or sound like James Cleveland.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Do you do a little James Cleveland?
Stood on the bank, children one day. But the Lord told me later, I want you to sing what I've given you. I want you to use what don't try to imitate nobody. Do what I have for you.
Unless it was like Nat King Cole or something like that.
Well, no, I didn't go that far.
Okay. Just checking.
You know.
But now you're looking really sharp. You know that.
Well, I appreciate it.
Really sharp. So here you are, you walk into this competition looking all sharp, 70 years worth of experience. Nobody sees you coming. All right, so now how does this happen? Now, what were you doing when somebody said to you, hey, have you ever thought about Sunday's Best?
Well, I didn't know anything about Sunday Best.
Okay.
There was a young lady who was raised up during my years of singing, and she came to me and she said, Elder McClendon, I've been admiring you ever since I was a little girl. She said, my father passed 2 years ago. Would you be my father? And I said, with tears, I said, yes, dear, I certainly would. But she's been a great help to me, and the Lord has given me wisdom and understanding to share with her in her time of trouble. But that Thursday, before the end of March 2010, she called me. She said, Pop, you need to go down to 12th and Arch. Do what? Audition. Audition? What are you talking about? For Sunday Best, old as I am. I was 79 then.
You're just a puppy, right? You figure there's certain things you wanted to do before you hit 80, and that was one of them.
Oh, man, I certainly did.
Okay.
And to meet Carman.
Oh, is that what it... Well, we're trying to get you to have bigger goals than that. So when you came in, when you saw everybody singing, did you feel at all like, geez, I don't know if the three of you are going to like me?
That didn't go through my mind.
Really?
Because the fellow named DeWard Davis, that man has a melodious voice. And we were the last three that was standing at the time. I just knew he was going to win because he could sing. All of them could sing.
Well, now, before we get to the actual competition,
yes.
Now, you've had experience singing in the past.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I got this list here of the different things that you've done. You formed a group called the Savettes.
Oh, I didn't form it. There was a bunch of ladies who grew up together as young girls.
Oh, hold on. Now, you were singing with that group?
Well, I started singing with them
with the
in
girls.
1960.
It says Savettes. You just don't look like a Savette. Maybe a savee, but not a Savette.
They organized the choir. When they found out they could sing, they wanted to get their men to join them too.
Okay.
That was 1963.
63?
My wife was the organist. She wrote a lot of songs.
I was this big in 63. Well, a little bit bigger now.
Of course.
Okay, so you joined that group. Was that the first group you were in, or no?
No.
Oh.
You mentioned the Cosmopolitan Gospel Singers.
That's back further.
That's going back to 1946.
That's before they had TV.
That's right.
I'm just trying to drink this all in here. Okay, so you started in 1946.
And sing with a group, yes.
Well, the group is 46.
Yes.
What was gospel music like in 1946?
You got to understand quartet singing when there was only 4 men.
Okay.
They added about 2 more a couple of years later. But the harmony was awesome, and I love singing.
So that was the sound, the 4-part male.
The 4-part harmony.
Now, in like country gospel, that was kind of the sound there too, because there was all the quartet sound. That was like the big.
Oh,
did it all come out at the same time?
Now you got me. I don't know whether it came out the same.
That's probably back further before you
Much
started.
further, yeah.
Okay. Finally. Okay, so you started with a group and
Yes.
you were singing. So obviously you'd learn how to do different parts.
Oh, yes.
So when you were learning how to do different parts, I guess you could hit different notes and you could have lots of room to play,
I
right?
had to.
Okay.
You know, and learn how to. I tried the bass, too.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
How low could you go?
Now, that's holding my head down. So I just stay with it.
Okay. Well, we're glad because
Thank the Lord.
it would have wore you out. 70 years of that will tear up
Ooh,
any.
that would have been terrible.
So you were singing with them, and now were you doing anything else during the time? Did you have a job or anything like that?
Jobs?
I don't know. I'm
You
just
have
trying
to work, man.
I know. Okay. I've been quite allergic to jobs myself.
You've been allergic?
I was allergic.
Bless you. You got one.
Well, so you would do other things with your life, and
Yes,
singing was
sir.
also always a part of it.
That's right.
Okay, and you were singing in churches. Did you ever
Church.
tour? Did you ever
church.
tour?
Raised up in the church, so all I knew was the church.
Did you preach too?
Well, it's 1965 when the Lord called me to the ministry.
Okay.
Yes.
But when called, did you like go into the ministry like full time, like as an ordained preacher or anything like that?
They didn't, in Mount Sinai, they didn't ordain me until, oh my goodness, how many years later? It had to be around about 69 or 68 sometime.
If you say so, I'm with you. Now, did you have a family during this? A wife,
Oh
children?
my goodness. My family, we were a singing family.
Okay.
After that,
The singing McClendon?
the singing McClendon, the McClendon Singers.
The McClendon. Not McClendon.
Not McClendon. McClendon. Mick.
Almost sounds a little Irish. It sounds a little Irish
It
now.
is.
You don't look so Irish to me.
No.
Okay.
See, it's mixed up. My first name is Goldwire, right?
It sure is.
That's what.
I didn't want to say nothing
You
about
didn't
that because I'm expecting this Jewish Irish guy to walk out.
Irish, all mixed up.
And okay, so how did we don't even want to know how that all happened. That's another story.
Praise the Lord.
You were singing with your family,
Yes.
and 5 kids.
5 kids.
Okay, and your wife Ruth. Ruth.
Mama Ruth.
Okay, Mama
Love
Ruth.
my baby.
So let's bring it up to the current day. So they told you to go audition. What was the first song that you sang when you went up there?
He touched me.
You know what? I think we just need to hear you sing.
Yes.
Don't you think we just need to hear it sing? We would like to see why you got first runner-up first runner-up on the 3rd season of BET Sunday Best. You got a song called "He's All Over Me." That just sounds exciting to me.
That's what he is.
Are you ready?
I believe so.
Okay. We got a microphone for my brother over here.